I'm Xander Rice. I'm a junior psychology major on the Bucknell men's basketball team. Coming into Bucknell, I really had no idea what I wanted to do, so I was kind of late deciding my major. And I took 2 psych classes, and I just really thought I had 2 great professors, and they just talked to me a lot about the importance of understanding how people think. Personally, I've always kind of been like a overthinker and worrier, and I've always wondered why am I like that, because I never could really understand. And I really just wanted to figure it out for myself and, help myself to continue to be confident even if I'm worried about certain stuff, and I wanted the same for my teammates.
Well, I think it's hard to find a better guy. I think that he's got his head on right. I think that he is very intelligent. I think that he wants to be successful in everything he does. I think he's highly motivated individually. I think that his future is very bright.
Last year with COVID, I remember we were here on Christmas and it was just super depressing. And I could tell that everyone was down, and I personally was super, super down, just struggling, going in and out of quarantine, all the uncertainty and stuff. So yeah, it was just a really hard year. I had gotten a bunch of resources, available therapy sessions, and like different apps and stuff that could help. I made myself vulnerable and told them, guys, I'm dealing with some stress and some anxiety and stuff, just with all the uncertainty and not knowing what's going on. And just know, like, if you need someone, like, I'm here because I'm dealing with the same stuff. Here are the other resources if you don't want to talk to me personally. You don't even have to say anything, just here are the resources, and if you want to handle this privately. I just made myself super vulnerable and let them know that, like, they weren't the only ones dealing with something. So I feel like it made them more comfortable knowing that they weren't by themselves.
I think he's detail-oriented, and I think he's got a way about him where he can just kind of talk to guys. And I think that's can be appreciated by his teammates. You know, it is with coaches and other players. They can be jumping, there's a lot of yelling and screaming. He can kind of grab guys and talk to them more on an intimate level.
I think it was very important because I was having a hard time even admitting that something was wrong. So once I admitted it to them, a bunch of them came to me and said, hey, like, it's the same. Like, if you need something, if you want to talk about something, then you can come to me. I deal with the same stuff. And it just kind of led to like a bunch of open conversations with us, like wanting to help each other and wanting to help us like deal with the stuff we were going through.
He reflects a lot on things. He thinks about it. I think he thinks things through thoroughly. And you're not going to be at your best unless you're mentally in a good place, and have somebody that's paying attention and can notice those things and help us when he sees someone needs help is valuable. I think over the years, you look back over 25 years of coaching, it's become a much bigger thing on campus in the world. I think it's certainly a huge issue these days, especially with coming out of COVID and the way it's impacted everybody.
I just think that with like the growing amount of resources that we're getting, and the more studying that goes in and research that goes into not just mental health, but specifically mental health in sports, I think just the more attention that it's getting, the more important people will realize that it is. So I think the more attention that it gets, and it'll start to gain more importance and people will get more resources.